All right, Shalom. For the foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all acting across the globe. Pushing the word of truth for the city, I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone campus, Chicago. And I'm going to go to a correction and Lord willing, understanding on Job 6 and 6. Okay. Um, Job 6 and 6 was brought out yesterday, and I just want to give some clarity, some understanding to it. All right, because it was brought out in the sense of with Job 6 and 6. I'm gonna get it. It says, can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Is there any taste in the white of an egg? The things that my soul refuses to touch are as my sorrowful meat. In the context of the lesson yesterday was people are going to be eating, their children are going to be siding, they're going to be getting eaten. All right, but it's really talking about Job's affliction. Okay, all right. So we're going to get some understanding on this through the Spirit of Yahweh Shai, Lord willing. This lesson is edifying. Okay, and we're going to start from the top. Job 6 and 1. And Job answered and said, because the previous chapter, Eliphaz, he was having a back and forth with his friends, and the last one I spoke with Eliphaz. So this is his reply to Eliphaz. But Job answered and said, "Oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed, my calamity laid in the balance together." The premise, the subject matter of this of the chapter is Job's grief. Okay, when you read the book of Job, he was afflicted with many pains and sufferings, man. Okay, Job was in dire straits. Okay, let's read this again. It said, "But Job answered and said, Oh, that my grief was thoroughly weighed, my calamity laid in the balances together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up." All right. So Job's affliction was heavy, man. The book of Job, all right, represents the children of Israel, the nation of Israel as a whole. All right. So what Job was describing, how heavy and how burdensome his affliction was when the Lord has afflicted him with boils and sores. Okay. It says, "For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me. The poison thereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of the Most High do set themselves in array against me." Okay? So this is talking about all the different afflictions that Job had to go through. He had lost his sons, his daughters. He lost his land. He lost his goods. All right? And Job was a very wealthy man and a very well-known, respected man in the land. Okay, but it said, "For thy arrows, the Almighty, are within me. The poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of the Most High do set themselves in array against me." All right. So Job is um, speaking out of grief, out of anguish. All right. I'm gonna get this real quick. Salaki, let me go up. There we go. Okay, because Job was in he was in a very low state, right? So many other, okay, Psalm 34:19, it says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh delivereth him out of them all." Right? So Job is referring these arrows to his many afflictions, man. All right, his deep sorrows, his deep grief. Okay? There was another one. Let me see what this Psalm say. Psalms. Salaki. Psalms 109. No, 102. All right, we're gonna go. I'm just gonna continue to read. I'm gonna bring the precepts out in a minute. It says, Job 4 or Job 6:4. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of the Most High do set themselves in array against me. Does a wild ass bray when he has grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? Right. So when you're in a good estate, when you're feeling good and everything is going great, so to speak, in your life, are you going to complain? All right. Does the dog, does the children complain about being hungry when they have a full belly, man? All right. We got to understand that Job was very rich and he had a great substance. Substance. All right. So why would he complain when he had all those things? Because you read in the book of Job, in some of the discourse, he talks about how he never turned away the poor and justified himself about the good things that he have done. He couldn't have done those good things if he didn't have sustenance, man. All right, and this is the point. Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Was there any taste in the white of an egg? The things that my soul refused to touch are my sorrowful meat. Oh, and this is going to explain it. Oh, that I might have requests, and the Most High would grant me the thing that I long for. Even that it would please the Most High to destroy me, that he would let loose his hands and cut me off. All right, see, Job was complaining. Job it was asking for death, man. Okay, he said, why did he not cry? Let me just get that. I know I'm gonna butcher it. Let me see. Man, I know it's gonna give me a whole bunch, but I'm gonna have to labor. All right, it wasn't as bad as I thought. All right, what was it? It wasn't Job though. It might be prevent me. Hold on. There's a scripture that Job said about him crying. He should have not cried. Right, here we go. The water call all about you shot. Job 3 and Job 3 and 11, it says, why died I not from the womb? Why did I not give up the ghost when I came out of the belly? Why did knees prevent me? Or why the breast that I should suck? For now should I have lain still and been quiet, I should have slept, then had I been at rest. Alright, so Job was basically saying, why was he even born, man? Okay, if he's gonna go through this affliction. Alright, so this is talking about Job's suffering. Okay? Alright, it says, even back in Job 6 and 9, even that it will please the Most High to destroy me, that he would let loose his hand and cut me off. If Job wanted to Job wanted to go back to the spirit world. Then should I yet have comfort, I would hide myself in sorrow, let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What is my strength that I should hope? And what is mine end that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones, or my flesh of brass? Is not my help in me, and his wisdom driven quite from me? Because he asking a question, man. All right, can he help himself? All right. And this further proves this. It says, to him that is afflicted, pity should be showed from his friend, but he forsaketh the fear of the Almighty. All right. So this is talking about Job's affliction, man. All right, Job was brought down to a very low estate after being on high. All through what? All through the granting, all right, of Yahweh, of the Most High Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. If you read in the first chapter, okay. Matter of fact, let's get that. I don't want to lose this point. Um, okay, this is Job 1 and 6. And now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord. And Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro on the earth, and from walking up and down in it. Now we, through the spirit of the scriptures, we know that this is Satan, but also this is referred to Esau. All right, Esau is walking up and down the earth, seeking whom he may devour. Right. It's a side note. Verse 8. And Yahweh said to Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and an upright man, one that fears the Most High and escheweth evil. Right, when you read in Job the 6th chapter, okay, all right, he was complaining, all right, about the things that he once had, man. All right, because what was he? He was perfect and upright and just, and he feared the Lord. All right, Job 1 and 9. Then Satan answered Yahweh and said, Though Job feared the Most High for naught, hast thou not made a hedge about him and about his house and about all that he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. So this proves that Job was brought down. Job was a mighty man. Okay, who was protected and cared for by the Heavenly Father, man. And was blessed in all. He was blessed in all his doings. But put forth thine hand now and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. And Yahweh said to Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. Okay? I'm just gonna read the first. We can keep reading for a minute. And there was a way. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, The oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabians fell upon them and took them away. They have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. All right, so this is the beginning of Job's miseries, man. His sons and daughters be taken away. All right. So this is the beginning of Job's calamity, his affliction. All right. Let's get a couple of precepts. This is Psalms 102. Psalms 102. 102 and 9. For I have eaten ashes like bread and mingled my drink with weeping, because of thy indignation and thy wrath, for thou hast lifted me up and cast me down. My days are like a shadow that declineth. I am withered like like grass. This is a psalm of David, but also this applies to Job. Okay, because he said, "What is there any taste in the whiteness of an egg? The things that my soul loathes have become a." I'm gonna get it. I won't butcher it. He said, the things that my soul refuses to touch are my sorrowful meat." He's talking about this affliction, man. Okay, all right. So this is I'm all going to Job's affliction. All right, it's Job 16 and 12. Job 16 and 12. So I was at ease, but he hath broken me asunder. He hath also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark. All right, did not Job say the arrows of the Almighty? Okay. So for the Job 6 and 4, for the arrows of the Almighty are within me, the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of the Most High do set themselves in array against me. So the many afflictions of Job. Okay, we got through reading in Job 3 that many of the afflictions of the righteous. All right, so these arrows that he was getting shot through or shot at by Yahweh Shemi Shai were poison. Why were they poison? Because they were innumerable, and they were sufferings, man. Okay, So I was at ease, but he had broken me asunder. He had also taken me by my neck and shaken me to pieces and set me up for his mark. So what do you do with an arrow? All right, when you shoot it, you gotta have something to shoot it at. Okay, so those afflictions that the Lord gave Job, all right, he was the mark. Okay, get the Psalms, 38. It says, Psalm 38:1. Oh, Yahweh rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. For thine arrows stick fast in me, and thy hand presses me sore. All right. So the arrows, so the afflictions of Job, hey, there was no way he could remedy himself, man. All right. He was sitting there, he was wallowing. All right. He was in disdain and despair. Okay, all through what? All through the afflictions that Yahweh Bashmi outside sent upon him. Okay. All right. This is Lamentations. Uh, Lamentations 3. Um. This is good. Lamentations 3:1. It says, I am the man that hath seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He has led me and brought me into darkness, but not into light. Surely against me he turned his hand against me all the day. My flesh and my skin have made me old. He hath broken my bones. He hath builded against me and compassed me with gall and travail. He set me in dark places as they that be dead of old. He hath hedged me about that I could not get out. He hath made my chain heavy. Also when I cry and shout, he shutteth out my prayer. Okay? Alright. So let me keep reading, okay? It says, he hath enclosed my ways in hewn stone, he hath made my paths crooked. He was unto me as a bear lying in wait, and as a lion in secret places. Alright? And he hath turned aside my ways and pulled me in pieces. He hath made me desolate. He hath bent his bow and set me as a mark for the arrow. He hath caused the sorrows of his quiver to enter into my reins. I was a derision to all my people in their song all the day. Okay? Alright, because what? People came to see Job's low estate. They came to comfort him, man. Alright, so this could be applied to Job as well. Alright, it's all about affliction. Alright, Job is talking about his affliction. Alright. This is Proverbs 18. Let's see what this says. 18. Let me see what I got. 1840. Right, this is Proverbs 18 and 14. So the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? Okay. All right. So when Job was brought down to all those afflictions, all right, what was he doing? He was crying. He was sighing. All right. He was asking the Lord to take him out. Okay. All right. So Job is talking about his affliction. All right. All right. He was broken in the spirit. All right. He was wondering why the Lord didn't kill him from the womb. All right. The Psalms 88 and 7. It says, Psalm 8:7 says, "Thy wrath lieth hard upon me, thou hast afflicted me with all thy waves," man. All right, so the wrath of the Yahweh Shem Shai was heavy on Job, man. All right, it was one affliction, one calamity after another, man. All right, hey, and that was to do what? That was to test Job's integrity. Just like we're here, the men of the Lord, all right, are getting afflicted with these trials and tribulations in the spirit, being stricken in the flesh, having thorns on our side. Okay, and it seems like the things just keep coming and coming and coming. But guess what, man? It says that many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh shall deliver him out of them all, man. So through these afflictions, guess what? Hey, we're gonna be increased, man. We're gonna get increased in the end, just like who? Just like Job, right? This is Jonah 2:2. It says, and said one that Jonah prayed unto Yahweh his power out of his belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me out of the belly of hell. I cried, and thou heardest my voice. All right. Because what happened with Job in the end, man? He was increased. All right. But guess what? He had to go through that affliction. All right. Just like King David. All right. Just like Jeremiah. Just like Jonah. Just like Joseph. Ultimately, just like Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So this is our affliction. America is our affliction. The things that we go through is our affliction. Okay. All right, let's get to Job 42:12. It says, so Yahweh blessed the latter end of Job more than his beginning, for he had 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she-asses. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters. Okay? And I mean, you can go on and read, but hey, how about Shemi Shai increased them in the end, man? All right, so Job's affliction, guess what? Yielded a great reward. All right? So this is the little understanding on Job 6:6. All right, really not talking about eating your kids or anything like that in verses 6 and 7, but it's talking about Job's affliction. All right, and with that, I want to say, Call Allah, Yahweh Shai, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.